And I think we will continue with our fan of legs up the wall to end our class. I teach the mindfulness Vinyasa or Vipassana, I always mix it up, meditation on Sunday mornings. And I take the lesson there. I use the 4 fields of mindfulness, and I rotate each week to kind of infuse that. So as to help my own brain, I use that for this kind of mindfulness-based infused Vinyasa flow. We canceled this past Sunday. So I live in Strasbourg. I'm driving here in this, like it looked a little slick. So I'm going to kind of take the lessons of both the body and the feelings of pleasant and unpleasant. So we've looked at body so far, as well as like mindfulness of the body and then mindfulness of feelings. And we focused on the concept of pleasant and unpleasant so far. You can go so much further and so much deeper. And we will, but for right now, we're just kind of layering on that top. So we're going to use both of those because that class was canceled. Now I'm ahead. And this week I'm going to be in Florida. So I'm just going to kind of infuse both of those. So otherwise my brain will go crazy. So let's go ahead and we're going to start in child's pose today. Been working through the same sequence the past 2 weeks. And we're going to continue to do that today as well. Just coming to this space here in child's pose. Connecting with your breath. Breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Breathing out, know that you are breathing out. Breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Breathing out, know that you are breathing out. There's nothing more to know. Begin to bring awareness to your body. Allowing your body to sink down deeper. Allowing the energy from the day to melt out of you and into the earth below. Listening to your body here. What feels good? What feels unpleasant? Is there any feeling that you're clinging to? Or any feeling that you're wishing away? And see if you can let it be here. It's Wednesday. Check in and see what has gone right in this week so far. What may be needed to change this week? What could you improve upon on this week? Make one or both of those your intention now. I was focused. I will be focused. I needed more ease and flow. Ease and flow will show up in my life. Listen to your intuition. What is calling you to focus on? Returning now to your breath again. Breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Breathing out, know that you are breathing out. And begin to rise up from child's pose into a tabletop position. Rolling out a little bit through cat and cow, knowing that we will return to a more official cat and cow in just a moment. But for now, just to kind of counteract any stillness that you just had, and then find yourself in your still tabletop. And on your next inhale, we're going to inhale your arm up to the sky. Right arm, left arm, it doesn't matter right now. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring that arm behind. So here it's almost like just a bit more active of a child's pose. Slowly moving up and out of that child's pose, but with a nice little twist here. And listening to your body. What does it need? Could you get a little bit more if you set that hip square so that your hips were square with the wall behind or in front of you. What if you walked your hand out a little bit further and deepened? Maybe you want to open your heart a bit and take the bind option in thread the needle, where we'll bring the arm around. I always offer both because I'm greedy and I like both myself. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and then exhale. Unwind back up to the sky, lifting your arm up. Inhale, coming back to table for a moment. Exhale here, and then inhale the opposite side. Exhale, thread the needle. Listening to your body here. Maybe you want to take that bind. If you tried it the first time, I'm going to try it on this side. Inhale here. Bring that hand back next to your face and exhale back up to the sky. And back down into your tabletop position. Tuck your back toes, and we're going to come and sit on our toes. Just like this. I'm like a dog trying to figure out how to sit down. Like, which way is the best way for you to see me here? Tuck your toes and come back and sit on your toes. This will stretch out the fascia throughout the entire backside of your body. And this is where we want to listen to your body and listen to your edge as well. So if we're like, all right, so this is too much, hop up. And when we hop up, come and stretch out the wrists. But we're going to go back down again. So just listening to yourself and knowing how long you can sit back here on your toes. For those of us who are here for the first time, know that I was always saying, when the yoga teacher tells you to go into a pose, the hardest thing for the student is not knowing how long you're going to be there. That's the biggest trouble. So take this time to listen to yourself. Try to meet your, like, take that edge a little bit further. Like you're like, okay, all right, I'm done. And take it just a few seconds further before coming back up to stretching out your wrists. All right. Take one more time at the toes. Listening. Find what's pleasant here. I bet you there is a space, there's a moment of pleasantness. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's the smell of the candles. Focus on that. And then when you can't take it anymore, one more wrist. And then go ahead and bring your fingers forward and let's begin to move through your cat and cow. Inhaling, allowing your shoulders to roll back and your tailbone to move up. Exhaling, rolling the shoulders forward, letting your head hang heavy. between your arms as you press your belly button up into your spine. Inhaling, rolling back out. Exhaling, rolling forward. Moving in a way that feels good in your body. Again, listen to your body right now. So the great thing about child's pose is that it can do so much for you, and it gives you an opportunity to really listen to you. Sometimes it feels good to go just back and forth. Sometimes you really need to get creative, bringing one shoulder down and then the other, sinking down into child's pose maybe. Follow the advice of your body. Okay, in a couple moments, we're going to begin to rise up through a vinyasa. Like I said, we're going to do that a very simple sequence that we've been doing. We're going to do so a little bit faster. I'm going to cue it a little bit faster. But I'm coming back to this theme here of listen to your body. If my cueing is too fast, take it down to your pace. It's going to be 3 simple moves with the vinyasa in between. So I just want to invite you to be able to do that today. Okay. So let's go ahead and rise up into our downward dog from here. Using the downward dog again to walk out in a way that feels good to you, listening to your body. Letting your head hang heavy. Checking in at your elbows. Are they externally rotated here? Opening your heart a little bit more. So your tailbone reaching up and your heels reaching down. They're not going to reach all the way to the bottom of the mat, but is that energy there? Take a deep breath in and walk your hands and feet together so you are in the center of your mat in a forward fold. Taking a moment here in your forward fold to loosen out, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, rocking back and forth, shaking your head yes and no. I'm going to take a moment here then as well, after you've shaken it out, to walk your hands over to one side of your feet or the other. Doesn't matter which side, we'll always do the other side. And for a nice hip stretch, whichever side you walked your hands onto, the opposite hip, press it back towards the wall behind you. And feel that hip stretch happening. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the opposite side. And here again, reach that opposite hip from the side of your fingers. Opposite from fingers, yes. Reach that back towards the wall behind you. So you might not see anything changing in your body, but energetically, that hip reaching back. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, deepen into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, really taking time. We were upside down there for a minute. So once you come here to your mountain, just take a moment to make sure the blood is rushing appropriately. Let's check in at your mountain pose here. All right, so we can get a full workout just in mountain pose. Checking in at your feet. The three corners of your feet are grounded. You could wiggle your toes if you want to. You don't have to, but you should be able to. So that the top three right here, this microphone makes me nervous. I'm like, oh. And then the back heel, okay? And then our knees are externally rotated, so we're not like, what is that, pigeon-toed in? So we want to kind of just move those knees so they go whoop. And then checking in here at our core, our tail is tucked here, okay? And our lower belly is engaged. And you can imagine your belly button and your sternum as if they could zip up. And here is an excellent core exercise. Shoulders are rotated back and the crown of your head is reaching up. Let's pause here and come back to that intention from the beginning of class. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale again, up. Grab one wrist and lean to the side. Give yourself a little pull. Maybe glance up at the ceiling above you if you feel balanced to do that. Opening your heart a bit. Your next inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, switch wrists. Inhale back to center. Bring the guns out. And for a back bend. So your back bend may not look like much at all, but energetically moving back. Or you could really be dipping those hips out a little bit. Make sure you're nice and grounded. And depending on how far you go, you might feel a little shake. And that's okay. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step back to your plank. Checking in here at your plank. Same thing as your mountain pose. Crown of your head is reaching forward while your heels are reaching back. Core is engaged here, zipped up through the center. Remember, you can always come down on your knees if you need to. Remember this at any time when moving through your vinyasas. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down for this first one. After that, you always have, and we're going to come up to a Sphinx pose for a moment. Glance your head to the right. Inhale to center. And glance your head to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower down so that we can bring our arms to our lower ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bigger cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, big cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Exhale it all out. Lift your right leg up, back behind you. For three-legged dog, maybe bend it, giving it that open fire hydrant option. Bring it back to straight behind you. And then we're going to inhale, knee to nose, rolling out into a plank, holding it here for a moment. Exhale, throw it back. Inhale, knee to nose again. Exhale, throw it back. Inhale, knee to nose one more time. And this time, once we're here, we're going to try and step it up in between our hands for a low lunge. Setting up here in our low lunge, we might want to take a wider stance. We're going to move up to crescent lunge. So make sure you're nice and set up here. Tuck your tail and engage your core to rise all the way up into your crescent lunge. Breathing in and out. Checking in the integrity of your crescent lunge. Are you engaged here? Breathing in and out. One more breath in, and on our exhale, we're going to bring the hands back and step up into mountain and right into chair. Once again, checking in on the integrity of this pose. Are your knees externally rotated? Is your heart open? Inhale and exhale. On the next exhale, you're going to bring your right leg back for warrior one. Again, checking in through that integrity here. Integrity doesn't mean just listening to making sure that you're in alignment accurately, but also listening to your body. Does that stance need to be a little bit wider in your warrior one? Are you capable of widening the front and back foot? Or are you taking it easy tonight? Know yourself. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it down. Step back into your plank and move through your vinyasa. Know that your vinyasa may be just a downward dog, and it may be a child's pose. Either way, meet back in downward facing dog. Breathing in, letting it all out here. Breathing in, lift up your left leg. And maybe opening it up to that fire hydrant option again. Keeping the weight even in both hands if possible. And straightening that leg back behind you. Inhale, roll it out. Knee to nose. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, push it back. One more time. Inhale, knee to nose. And then bring that up between your hands, however it needs to get there. You need to grab it, then you grab it. Otherwise, let's set up in our low lunge here. So thinking, do you need to take that wider stance for your crescent lunge? Is our heart shining forward here? Are we set up and comfortable? Tuck the tail and engage the core to rise up. Breathing in and out. I said we were going to move a little bit faster through these. I wanted to make sure you got set up the first time around, recognize what was within integrity in your body. And we'll move a little bit faster through these for the next few. It's all right with you. I haven't decided just how many I want you to do. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step it forward. And sitting back in your chair. Notice if you can wiggle your toes here in your chair. Something you want to be able to do. Check in your integrity. Inhale. Left foot back, warrior one. Checking in. What can you adjust to stay in integrity? Do you need to go easier on yourself? Or you're going too easy? Or are you going too easy on yourself? Let yoga keep you honest. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Step back to your plank. Move through your vinyasa. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And like I said, we're going to move a little bit faster. I'm going to cue it. Everybody should be at a different spot throughout. I'm just cueing to remind you of where to go next. However many I cue does not mean that's how many you have to do. This is an opportunity, again, to listen to you and your edge. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee through to nose, and then bring it through from low lunge and straight up into crescent lunge. Take a breath here. Exhale, step it up to chair. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Right leg back, warrior one. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bring it down. Go through your vinyasa. Upward, downward. Beautiful. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale, all out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, and then bring that foot through to your low lunge and rise it straight up. Crescents. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, lower, step it forward into your chair. Checking in that integrity with your inhale and your exhale. Inhale, step it back. Warrior one. We're on left side. Left foot went back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, lower down, plank. Vinyasa. Beautiful. Breathe it in. And exhale it all out. We're going to do one more breath here. In. And out. In, lift up the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, roll it out to a plank. And step it up into your low lunge. Tuck the tail, crescent lunge. Breathe it in. And out. In. Exhale, step it up. Chair. Breath. Next exhale, right leg back, warrior one. Next exhale, lower it down. Length. Move through your vinyasa or hang out in your downward dog. Maybe this round, that's what you do in between. Breathe it in and out. Breathe it in. Exhale, left leg up. Breathe it in, knee to nose, and bring that leg between. Low lunge to crescent. Breathe. Next exhale, chair. Next exhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, bring it down. Vinyasa. Beautiful. You guys are troopers. Do you have one more in you? Yeah? Larry's speaking for everybody. All right. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Crescent lunge. Breathe it in. Chair. Right leg back, warrior one. Exhale, bring it down. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. Breathe in, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, bring it through, low lunge, high lunge, or crescent lunge. Inhale, chair. Breathing. Warrior one, left side. This is it. Exhale, bring it down. If you want to move through your vinyasa, you can. We will meet in child's pose. Relish here. Enjoy. Find the pleasant. Where does it feel good in your body? Get a little active in your child's pose here. And by active, I mean engage some muscles. Tuck that tail, open that heart. Engage that core. Won't see a whole lot of difference from here, but you should feel it in your body. Inhale, come up to a downward dog. Exhale here. And we're gonna inhale the right leg through. We're gonna come up to a warrior two. Breathing here. Noticing if your shoulders have risen up towards your ears at all. If your tail needs to be tucked at all to engage that core. Inhale. Exhale, reach further, flip the palm and reverse warrior. Keeping that knee bent for just a moment. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, now straighten the leg and see if we can deepen that reach. And exhale into triangle. I was showing my high school students today the awesome benefit of triangle and the nice knee cracks you can get and hip cracks. Inhale here. And then exhale, turn those toes forward so you're facing the candles, the back wall. And come out into star. And just like in our mountain or in our plank, engage those muscles. Tuck that tail, zip up that core. Inhale. Bring your hands to your hips with the exhale and forward fold. Allowing yourself to widen your stance as much as you want or don't want. You can bring your hands down in front of you or reach them back behind you a bit. Listening to your body. A deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, heel toe those feet back in a little bit so that we can rise up. We can bring it forward again. Inhale, bringing the arms up and then lowering down. Just to bring it back down, you can roll through a vinyasa here if you are still feeling that, or you can hang out in downward dog. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhaling it all out. Inhale the left leg back behind you. And then bringing that foot through for warrior two on the other side. Checking in with your body here. What adjustments can you make for yourself or for the pose? Inhale here. Exhale, reach forward, flip the palm, and reach it back, keeping that knee bent for a moment with an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, straighten up that leg, reaching back a little bit further. And exhale, triangle. Inhale, up for a moment into star. Just to move through to exhale, hands to hip. I'm going to bring those heels in, heel toe those feet in just a little bit, and we're going to come down into a goddess squats. Why are you forgetting I have a... Noticing if you need to take up more space in goddess squat. I always come down and I'm like, no, I need the feet a little bit wider. And then making sure that you're not just kind of sitting down here. It can be a little comfy right here, right? But lift up that underside a little bit. Again, use this word integrity. Engage that core to lift up. Breathing in, exhaling, bringing the hands down to rise up, and then find yourself at the top of your mat or the center of your mat, facing me, wherever you want to be. We're going to do a little bit of balancing. So actually, if you don't want to be on your mat, you don't have to be. If you need a wall, use your wall. I'm going to say the word again. Integrity means not using a wall if you don't need to use a wall, and it means using it if you do. Okay? So once again, knowing you. So, or stepping off on the floor if that helps as well. I'm going to do that so I can be seen. It's weird. All right, so let's get grounded in one foot or the other. Doesn't matter which one, we'll do the other side. And then bringing the other one up. So a little bit of balancing here. And we're going to bring that knee up. Checking in here at our core. Tail is tucked. Nice and engaged here to help this balance. Bring our hand to our knee. We're going to widen here. And then bring our foot that is out into tree pose. So tree could look like down here with our kickstand. It could look up here on our calf. It's never on the knee. That's the most important thing. Yes, now express your tree any way that feels good for you right now. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. All right, let's bring it down. Give it a little shake. And then get grounded in the other foot. Toes facing forward. Lifting the opposite foot in front of us. Feeling out where that balance is, maybe. There's something else we needed to do, like tuck the tail, lower the shoulders. Grab that knee here. And then go ahead and open that up. And find your tree. And again, expressing that tree any way that feels good for you. Feeling rooted and grounded here. And we can also reach up and express, with creativity. I love tree pose. It kind of feels like it gives us all the elements. Beautiful. All right. Go ahead, shake it out. And we are going to go ahead and finish. We can finish up against the wall. We're going to do a little bit before we do legs up the wall, just like normal. Okay. So if you just want to bring your mat up to the edge of the wall right there. And if you're doing this at home, you can do this if you have a wall at home, or you can do it just on your mat as well. All of this is possible either way. And first, we're just going to bring our legs forward. We're going to inhale our arms up above and exhale and just come down into a forward fold. And here we can breathe in to create space. And exhale, maybe find some deepening into the pose. Inhale, rise back up. And then bring your arms out in front of you and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower all the way down. Engage that core here. Checking in for a moment. And then we will have to kind of rise up a little bit so that you can bring your tailbone to the bottom of the wall in front of you. And the first thing we're going to do is figure 4 on the wall. Also, like, it's, what pigeon is it? It's different. So if you want to deepen here in your figure 4 against the wall, you can bring the base, the sole of your foot to the wall and deepen into figure 4 here, or pigeon on your back. And here in your figure 4, we're going to go ahead and take the knee that is on, or the foot that is on, the leg that is on top of the knee, and twist that over for a supine twist. Carefully against the wall there. Beautiful. You got it. If you need to bring the leg on the wall down, that's okay. And coming back to center, and finding figure 4 on the other side. Inhale. And then finding that supine twist on the other side. I'm going over time here, but I want to give you your legs up the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and have you put your legs up the wall, and I am going to be coming around with the sandbags. And I can help you put them on your feet. So this is officially your Savasana because it is 6:30. I apologize. Once I start facing the clock, that will improve. At any point that you want to come down and into you're welcome. Another Savasana, maybe you're not loving this, and that's totally okay. You good, Stephanie? Yeah. Okay. You did a good job. So at any point in time, if you want to, from legs in the wall, come laying flat down, you may do so. Just noticing your breath. Allowing the energy to melt down. Allowing the earth to carry this weight. Allowing any stress to just fall, just empty out, release, surrender. Trust. Aware of your body here. Noticing your breath. Lowering now out of legs up the wall. Taking a moment to reach back into a full Savasana. Even legs bent is fine, but just taking a moment here to feel your body. Breathing in from your feet. Exhaling through the top of your head. Breathing in from the top of your head. And exhaling through your feet. Bringing your knees into your chest to give yourself a little squeeze. And then rolling over to one side. And then rising up into a seated position to face me. Keeping your eyes closed for just a moment longer. Inhale your arms up. Palms together. Exhale to heart center. May you be happy and joyful. May you live with peace and ease. May you be healthy and safe. And may you awaken and be free. Namaste.